Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Action Q Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Armored Red Ranger figure from Innovation Point. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure looks fantastic, and yeah, I mean, obviously it's been well documented that I have a very strong affinity for the armored version of the Red Ranger, but yeah, I think they absolutely killed it here. I mean, the colors are perfect. This nice, really like bright red that's got some, a little bit of darkness to it. And then the gold for the shield and the armbands is like, could not ask for more. Catches the light beautifully, reflects just as it should, kind of like it did on the show, like the actual version, not obviously the American-made foam-looking thing, or not foam, the kind of plush-looking one. But beyond that, the helmet looks incredible, just fantastic details. We got the silver for the teeth, good proportions all around. We do get that little point, which we don't always see. Here in the center, and you can see the the eyes here at the top. Really nice, super bright silver for the face, and yeah, just fantastic. The only thing I think is really missing is that here for the Morpher there is no design in the middle there, like not even printed, which is kind of surprising. Full disclosure, I did get this off AliExpress because I missed out on this coming out last year. They announced it. I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna get that, and then I completely missed it and it was gone. But thankfully AliExpress came through, and yeah, just super happy about that. Oh, and another point here, another detail I like is that they did paint the bottom of the shoes. Again, the Power Rangers boots, the all white with the black soles, just kind of looks really, really good. I really love that detail, and it just kind of really makes it look a little more classy when they do add that. So that's aesthetics. We get a great group of accessories here, so let's take a look at it. And starting with hands, we do get a pair of grips. We get a pair of fists, which are actually the ones that come on the figure in the box. I'll explain that in a second. And then a pair of kind of cupped, relaxed hands. And yeah, the reason I haven't switched out the hands again is because, as you can see, the ball joint here at the end of the hands is actually a separate piece. It's a harder plastic than the hands are. And I guess if it's not really like kind of where it needs to be, the hand just pops right off. And that's kind of annoying, but it's an easy fix, which makes me happy. Like, it doesn't actually break. So definitely worth noting, and just be careful with yours. Then we get on to weapons, and we actually have all three versions of the Blade Blaster. So we get sheathed, and as you can see, we actually get the Zyuranger branding on there, which is awesome. And look at all those details, like the really nice like touches of silver. We even get that little gold piece right here at the top. So fully painted, some of the most like detailed accessories, especially for the Blade Blaster, I think I've ever seen. Then of course we get blaster mode, so exact same details, just beautifully done. And then finally we get blade mode, and yeah, just fantastic work all around here, just love it. And then of course we get the power sword, and fully detailed. We can see we even get the black and the blade. We get all the gold trim here at the hilt. We even get the blue jewels. We get the handle fully painted, even with the gold. So just fantastic work there. Then finally, we get the dragon dagger, actually penultimately. Again, full details painted. Just beautiful work. Really trust in Innovation Point and what they're doing here. We even get the dragon symbol there on the coin in the middle. And then finally, we get a stand. Actually, I forgot to put the thing on here. There's like a three-pronged, the clasp, and then there's something to go under the figure, just kind of hold it in place. But as you can see, we just got the Power Rangers logo there. Nice clear plastic, and nice tight joints as well. But they are screws, so you can tighten them if that is a problem. And for all of this, you do get instructions, which is always very nice. So yeah, that will do it for accessories. Articulation balance here are beautiful, and as we can see, freestanding kicks, no problem. Pretty sure I had that also with Dino Fury Red, who I have here. So this actually improves on some things that I had issues with Dino Fury Red. So I don't know if they kind of tuned things as they went along, or if I just got a good sample. But mine is just good rather. So starting with the head, We are on a ball joint. Unfortunately, we don't get any look up because of the shield here. You can see we just run into it. That's just physical space. We do get some looking down. We get tiniest bit of tilt, and we get some rotation. Then we get shoulders, and we do get a little bit of a butterfly. So you can see it does come forward a little bit. And then we get rotation there. So we have a like swivel hinge swivel here. That also functions as our bicep swivel. Then we have the same joint for the arms. So technically single jointed, but we do get all the way to 90. We get rotation there as well. And then we saw the joints for the hands. So it's just kind of that ball joint. And it, you know, isn't the tightest thing, but it definitely kind of, it stays in place when you want it to, and you can kind of pull it out a little bit and move it, and it'll pretty much do what you want. So that's pretty good. We do get a ball joint here in the diaphragm, which I thought was a hinge on Dino Fury Red. And yeah, we can go pretty much anywhere we want. We get some really nice crunch, especially with the shield. I mean, that's usually a questionable thing for armored, like either Green Ranger or Red. From fantastic arch back, get incredible amount of lean. And then we get that, I think we have a ball joint here at the waist as well. So pretty much get anywhere we want to go. Just really, really nice range. Both of the holsters are on swivels. For our hips, we do have drop downs. So you can see come down about that far. And that allows us to do full splits, positively beautiful, full front kicks as well. Then we get thigh swivel. We get double jointed knees, which fold completely in half. And then for the feet, I think we're on the same joints we were for the hands. So we get some rotation, but not really any point, not really any up, and the slightest bit of rocker, it's barely noticeable. So that will do it for articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with some other Power Rangers lines. With some domestics. With some other imports. With some monsters. Finally, with articulated icons, Oni and yours truly in human form as a Valverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the Action Q Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Armored Red Ranger figure from Innovation Point is that this absolutely kicks ass. This, again, as a connoisseur of Armored Red Ranger figures, this is up there. This is honestly probably one of my favorite in my collection. I have pretty much every single one ever released except for a couple, and I definitely won't have the Mezco because you have to get in the group, etc. But I mean, this is exceptionally good. I was definitely intrigued by Innovation Point's like goings on with the Dino Fury Red, but again, it was really good, but there were some things that are missing, like the torso articulation wasn't quite going where it was supposed to, and the arms were super tight. Though I just found out with this one that apparently the arms just pop out. So there's a new thing too. Again, this figure gets better and better. So I think if you have any interest in this line, it's definitely worth hunting down. There is a standard Red Ranger out there as well, and I think that's going to show up on Big Bad Toy Store at some point. But if you're looking for this particular version, unfortunately, it is not available here, at least stateside. So that being the case, you'll have to go to third-party sites, or just, like I said, I got this off AliExpress. There's no way I was not having this in my collection. I took the risk, and actually it worked. So I'm going to put the link in the description to the site, or the seller on AliExpress that I went through, and hopefully you have the same luck. And yeah, just absolutely recommend it. Just kick-ass figure. Again, just one of my favorite character designs, and it works exceptionally well here. So yeah, that being said, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining, and if so, I hope to see you back, because I do multiple reviews a week of action figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, and more. Any of that appeals to you, come on back. Let's talk some beautiful plastic. Let's escape the world for a while, and yeah, just kind of like get the vibes going. So all of that being said, I just hope you're well. I hope that all of your toy dreams come true. And most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.